You guys, before we begin this video, as a big thank you for tuning in, I have a coupon code below for 100% off my guided meditation in my meditation store on my website. The link for that is below. You go to that link, you put in that coupon code, and you get a free guided meditation to access your soul's wisdom, which is what we're going to talk about in this video. This is why you must tap into your soul. Because what 1,000 minds and 1,000 tongues could not make sense of, the heart already knows. We are living in an age of excess information and minimal integration. So we are scrolling and looking and we're finding things that are inspiring, but it's hard to implement something that isn't true for your soul or true for you where you're at in your evolution. People are on Instagram posting everything from what rings really true for them and what they know deeply to regurgitations of information to things they're just throwing out there to try, and they're all stating them as fact and truth, and if you scroll for a while you'll ping pong between all these different truths. So we're in this age of information, and if we can integrate our wisdom, we can extrapolate the information that's true to us. But the truth is, we don't even need all of that. We don't need 100 techniques to relax. We don't need 1,000 ways to get something done. We don't need all these little catchphrases and things thrown our way to go, oh yeah, I can do it. What we need is to connect into our own souls. And there are many ways to do that. The simplest way is through meditation, through being able to let go of all the busyness and feel yourself again. Because I promise you, you are connected to source. You are source energy. You are the energy that creates worlds. You are the love. You are the truth. And what you need, the information you need, is in you at any given moment. And you can go scrolling or searching somewhere else to find it. But the truth is, if you pause and take the simple route, you'll find your way to your own wisdom in any situation. Your body has a wisdom, your mind has a wisdom, your soul has a wisdom, your intuition has a wisdom. You have this massive system that is your wisdom. And if you stay too much in here, you're going to miss out on accessing your full intelligence, and you'll start looking to other people for their answers on their situation, which is what they're sharing, and you'll be able to go within yourself. And sometimes someone can say something or share something that resonates. It buzzes and it aligns with the frequency we're on, and it aligns with what our soul already knows, and we'll go, oh, yes, that. Sometimes you can have that experience, but the problem is if you're scrolling or constantly just taking in information and information and information, it's going to be hard to integrate and have that moment of resonance for your soul where your soul goes, aha. And even if you are, for example, you're scrolling and you have an aha, that really sinks moment, you keep on scrolling and you start taking in more information that doesn't really sync with you. And then you get a little bit exhausted, almost too exhausted to apply that wisdom that hit for you. And then you start the same thing all over again. And the alternative is to tap into your soul. Tap into your soul. Or take something that does resonate with you and pause there and go really deep within it for yourself. what I have learned after 12 years of working with clients is the more certifications I got, the more information I gathered, the less effective I was with people. My most effective sessions and moments with other human beings are when I hold the space for their spirit to come through. Then they get these downloads and they have these epiphanies and the information integrates, and all of a sudden they're not only conceptualizing another way of being that would feel better, but they integrate it and they start living it and they start being it. Because you have to find what resonates with your soul in order for it to work for you. If it doesn't resonate with your soul, you're going to take it in and plop it out. Take it in and plop it out. But when you find what really hits for you in any given moment, if you give it a chance, it will integrate. But you have to give it that chance. You have to let yourself take it in and soak it in and go into the silence and let it move you instead of deciding how you're going to move it. That's what a life of being connected to your soul feels like. It feels like being in touch and in tune with your total intelligence instead of running all your energy into this part. And the brain is lovely, but it's like 5 or 10%, like 5% of our intelligence right there. And it's fun to work with and play with, and we can do a lot with it, but if you want to be connected into wisdom, like your actual wisdom, you have to relax. You can't be tense. You can't be constantly in that searching phase. You have to relax. And everyone, every single human being, if we relax, the wisdom comes through, the knowing comes through. What we already know to say and do and stop doing comes up for us. But we have been trained and conditioned to go outside of ourselves to find those answers and do what someone else tells us to do. That's part of why social media is such an addiction and such a quick hit for us, because it plays upon our childhood conditioning of you do what I say, you go outside of yourself, take the test and then see if someone else says you did it right or wrong. We're not taught to have discernment, go within, feel what feels right for us, create from a space of limitlessness. We're taught to create from inside of a box and look outside of ourselves for approval if that's right. Look outside of ourselves for what we're supposed to do. And we don't actually have to do that. We don't have to do it that way. That's the really long way of finding answers and clarities and solutions for yourself. So my guides always, when I have something going on or I want clarity or inspiration, they always ask me to enter the void, to enter the place of great mystery, because that's literally where it all is. And if you remember anything, remember it is all inside of you. That's not just a phrase. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean in a single drop, so you contain it all. You are made of stardust. You're connected. My hope is to see people return to their wisdom so they don't have to be led like sheep by other people's ideologies. They can return to their heart and soul and lead their life from that space. And it's great to have mentors and guides and people we can reference, but we need to be choosing those people based on, does this resonate with my soul and where I'm at right now? Or do I just think that looks really good on them? Or do I just like the idea of that? I don't know about you, but I have this understanding of whether I like the idea of something or whether it really resonates with me. Like, in my brain, I wanted to wear this today because I love this necklace. This is the All-Father. But when I went to put it on, it was like, no, not today. You need this. This is more the lightness. It just, my brain didn't even know why. But it's like, for me, there's an energy here, and maybe it's because I'm a manifester in human design, and this is where I feel it. Everyone's gonna feel it in their own unique space, but it's like this, I know what is right for me. I know what is right for the moment, and simple little things like that make all the difference of we're in the flow or not in the flow. And just surrendering to that instead of trying to seek a bunch of information or reason it all out in the brain creates that beautiful ebb and flow. And when you see people who are in the flow and they're relaxed and things seem to be working out for them and it's just happening for them, it's generally because they're tapped into that space and they're following that, and they're not letting their 5% power of the brain hijack their soul wisdom and intelligence. The soul wisdom is a knowing. You know the difference between knowing something and thinking it? Thinking, I should eat these foods. This is what I should be doing, but I'm not. Versus, I have a knowing of this is what's right for me. I have a knowing. Thinking we should do something versus knowing it's in alignment for us and knowing it's for us are two very different things. You have a powerful knowing within you, and when you relax, you'll tap into it and you'll have all matter of epiphany and knowing for yourself. You'll know what's right for you. You'll know what you need to do for